Welcome back, mathematicians. Today we're looking at writing equations from section 2-1. This is very, very similar to what we did before when we were writing expressions. In other words, we were turning words into numbers and numbers into words. We'll be doing the same thing here. Really, the most important part of this is being able to translate word sentences into equations. So the first one is what we're going to talk about the most. We will touch on the second one a little bit, but also just remember that we've done this quite a bit already in terms of turning expressions into number sentences and things like that. So let's look at an example here. So we first have one thing I want to get across. When we're writing an equation, we're basically turning words into numbers, and we're making sure we include an equal sign in the proper place. That's really what's going on. So you'll see a bunch of words. Some of the words might be very important. Other words might not mean anything to what we're trying to solve, and you have to learn how to weed some of those out some of the time as well. But let's look at a specific example now. So if we have this sentence written here, 7 times the number squared is 5 times the difference of x and y. Okay, so now we can write that a little different way. And we can turn those words into a number sentence, and it would look something like this. Okay, so what I said is 7a squared equals 5 times the quantity x minus y. Now let's look at this and how did I get that? So if we look back at the word sentence, 7 times a number squared. Right here we have 7 times a number squared. I chose a. We could have used any variable we wanted. But a to the second power times 7, that's saying the same thing as 7 times a number squared. Now whenever you have words like this, a key word to look for is or is the same as, something like that. That means equals. So this is going to become our equal sign. And it says it's equal to 5 times the difference of x and y. So we're going to multiply the difference of x and y, which is x minus y, put that in parentheses, and we're multiplying that difference times 5. So that is exactly how we could write this and turn all these words into a number sentence. Now again, one of the standards we have is we have to be able to do it backwards as well. So I'll just look at this example, the same one, and say we started out with 7 times a squared equals 5 times x minus y. So we started out with this number sentence, and we have to work backwards. So we want to be able to turn this into words as well. So 7 would just be written out as 7. We're multiplying because it's right next to the a here. That means we're multiplying. So we're multiplying by a number squared. Again, here we used a, so it can just be a number. It's some variable, so we'll just call that variable a number, and it's squared. And is, so we have equals here. That's going to turn into is 5. So that's 5 times, and then the difference of x minus y, the difference of x and y right here. You can just write that as out in words as the difference of x and y. And there's other words you can use to describe this, but we want to be able to do it both directions. So we want to be able to start with the words and turn into numbers, and frankly that's the most important part. But we also need to be able to turn these number sentences back into words as well. Okay, so again, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to go over those with you when I see you next in class, or you can certainly get a hold of me in the meantime, and I'll be happy to answer those as well. Again, very similar to what we did earlier with expressions, the key thing being be able to turn a word sentence into a number sentence so that we can solve a problem. That's really the key here. Thanks very much for listening. Take care, and I'll look forward to seeing you again very soon. Have a great night.